Thanks for showing up. In my recent video, I mentioned the importance of just showing up and how sometimes we as artists struggle to do just that. So, well done for taking the time to just show up. I'm so glad you did. So, what's the deal with all these really strange color combinations? Why, in my last painting, did my base color look green? And for this one, orange. Well, I'm so glad you asked. Oh, and by the way, be sure to watch till the end for a time lapse of how my last painting in my previous video turned out. You really don't want to miss that. Right, so getting back to answering your question, it's all about this whole idea of complementary colors. Now, I don't always start every painting off like this. Sometimes I actually want my base color or my base of my canvas to be neutral or white. So then I wouldn't use any colored ground at all. And obviously with every subject matter, it demands a different response from me, and I like to shake things up a bit. But we recently moved from Durban to Cape Town, and I just happened to have a whole batch of paintings I didn't like anymore. So it made sense to just paint over them with a fresh layer of oil paint and start again. But if we look at a color wheel, and this is a really nice color wheel that you can pick up online from colorpaletteco.com, but the full description or link to that is in my description below. If you look at a color wheel, there are 3 primary colors. Can you guess what they are? I'm sure you can. Red, blue, and yellow. Now, did you know that directly opposite each primary color is its complementary color? Now, there'll be another lesson on how complementary colors are composed in another session, but for now, just understand that opposite red, its complementary is green. Opposite blue, we have orange, and opposite yellow, we have purple. I'm sure in your lifetime you've had many people pay you a compliment. And why do you think that was? Well, it was because something about you stood out. So in a nutshell, a complementary color scheme is one which stands out. It has a certain brightness, vivacity, it pops, it zings. So when I use a complementary color scheme, there are 3 main reasons why. First of all, number 1, it gets rid of that really scary blank white canvas, which is totally intimidating. And if you're painting over a blank white canvas and there's no colored ground, or you haven't broken the ice, so to say, it feels as if every brush stroke or every mark you make has a certain seriousness or finality to it that it really shouldn't have. So by covering your canvas with a ground color, messing it up first, it just breaks the ice and makes it feel far less scary and intimidating. Secondly, number 2, it's really fun. And what I normally do in my studio is I keep a collection of really bright, vibrant colors. These are all acrylics, but aren't they lovely? They're just so bright and happy, and they make me happy. So if we're having fun, and the artist inside of us is a child, and a child is happiest when it's playing. If I'm playing, if you're playing and having fun, then that'll show in your work, and yeah, everyone will be happier. The third reason, and this is probably the most important reason, is that every subsequent color that gets laid over that complementary color, base color, will just have far more vibrancy and brightness, and that's a really good reason to use a complementary color scheme. So 1, 2, 3. There is a 4th one, and this is a bonus one for free, simply because I want you to be inspired and excited about using these colors, is that what I enjoy is seeing how that complementary color sometimes peeps through in little places, especially if I've scumbled the paint and it's kind of broken up a little bit across that surface of the canvas. And it just creates a greater sense of unity and cohesion. And even though it's not that obvious, it's there. So there we go. We've got 4 really great reasons. 1, it takes away the scary canvas, the white blank scary canvas. 2, it's fun. 3, every color has a certain extra brightness and vivacity on top of that. And the 4th bonus reason, it creates a greater sense of cohesion. And so there we have it. Obviously with this particular painting, the reference pick I used had a lot of blue in it, so it demanded that I use orange as my color base, but in my other paintings I'll use other colors. I trust that this has been fun and informative, and you're now feeling a bit more inspired and informed about the strange colors that I sometimes use to start my painting. As I end off, here's that promised peek at that painting from my last video. So enjoy watching. I'd love to know in the comments below whether time lapses are a waste of time or whether that's something that you would enjoy seeing more of. So until next time, please keep creating. The world really does need your art. Be the best creative version of yourself. And as always, I'm Laurie, I'm an artist.